An American just did something that hasn't happened in 23 years. He shattered the course record and made history. And nobody saw it coming. Sunday morning in Houston, Texas. January 11th, 2026. The Chevron Houston Marathon. Over 25,000 runners lined up in downtown Houston for one of America's fastest marathon courses. The field was stacked with East African talent. Ethiopian and Kenyan runners filled the elite section. This was their race. This is how it always goes. Except this time, it did not go that way. At the 2-hour mark, an American made his move. Zouhair Talbi surged past Ethiopia's Adan Gebre and opened up a lead. He kept pushing. The gap grew. With every stride, history was being written. When Talbi crossed the finish line in 2 hours, 5 minutes, and 45 seconds, he had just done something no American had done in over 2 decades. He became the first American man to win the Houston Marathon since 2003, 23 years. But the victory was only half the story. That 2 hours, 5 minutes, 45 seconds was not just fast. It was historic. Talbi shattered the course record by 54 seconds. He demolished his own previous record of 2 hours, 6 minutes, 39 seconds that he set in 2024. But here's the crazy part. In 2024, he was running for Morocco. In 2026, he was running for America. That 2 hours, 5 minutes, 45 seconds makes Talbi the third fastest American marathoner in history. Only Conor Mantz with 2 hours, 4 minutes, 43 seconds from Chicago, and Khalid Kanuchi with 2 hours, 5 minutes, 38 seconds from London have run faster on record-eligible courses. Talbi is now in the conversation with the greatest American marathoners ever, and he just became a citizen. The previous best time by an American in Houston was 2 hours, 10 minutes, and 32 seconds by Christian Allen last year. Talbi beat that by almost 5 minutes. The last American to win Houston was Shaun Wade back in 2003. That was 23 years ago. Most of the runners in this year's race were not even born yet. Zouhair Talbi's story is not your typical American running story. He was born in Morocco. In 2013, at just 17 years old, Talbi placed 14th at the World Under-20 Cross-Country Championships. He had talent, he had speed, but opportunities in Morocco were limited. So in 2019, at age 24, Talbi made a bold decision. He moved to the United States. In 2022, competing as a 25-year-old sophomore in NAIA, Talbi was dominant. He won the NAIA Indoor Championships in the mile, 3,000 meters, and 5,000 meters. All three. Talbi set NAIA records across the board. He ran 7 minutes 40.39 seconds for 3,000 meters, 13 minutes 18.17 seconds for 5,000 meters, and 27 minutes 20.61 seconds for 10,000 meters. All NAIA records. Then he turned pro and never looked back. In 2023, Talbi made his marathon debut in Boston. He finished 5th in 2 hours, 8 minutes 35 seconds, 5th place in his first marathon ever. Then he went to New York City Marathon that fall. Then he finished 2024 with a 3rd place showing at the Dongying Marathon in China in 2 hours, 7 minutes, 17 seconds. Somewhere in all of this, Talbi was building something else, a new identity, a new future. In 2025, Zouhair Talbi became a United States citizen. He joined the U.S. Army Reserve. He started competing under the Stars and Stripes, just 41 days after his official transfer of allegiance from Morocco to the United States. He towed the line in Houston. "This is a special moment for me," Talbi said after the race. "This is a country that gives me a lot of opportunity as a citizen, and it was great to represent America in the big city. Today was my first time winning a race and carrying the flag." His first time carrying the American flag. And he did it by running the 3rd fastest time in American history. By 35,000, Talbi and Gebre had separated from the pack. It was down to 2, the American versus the Ethiopian. Final time, 2 hours, 5 minutes, 45 seconds. Gebre finished 2nd in 2 hours, 6 minutes, 16 seconds. Talbi won by 31 seconds. Shadrach Kimening of Kenya took 3rd in 2 hours, 7 minutes, 35 seconds. Yemen Haile Selassie of Eritrea was 4th in 2 hours, 9 minutes. American Teshome Makonnen rounded out the top 5 in 2 hours, 13 minutes, 13 seconds. The victory was clear. The statement was loud. American marathoning just got a massive boost. Here's something most people do not know. Talbi's wife Elizabeth also ran Houston that morning. She finished 10th in 2 hours, 35 minutes, and 36 seconds. The race came just 10 months after she gave birth to their son. I would say the last 3-4 months she was doing high mileage. Talbi said, "She was just happy doing it, so I was just encouraging her to do whatever she wants. Last time she ran a marathon, she ran 2:50. This time around 2:35, so she's very happy with that." Elizabeth ran 2:50 in her marathon debut in 2024. She improved by 15 minutes. That is a massive jump, and she did it while raising an infant. Both Talbis walked away from Houston as champions. American distance running has been dominated by East Africans for decades. That is just the reality. When you watch a major marathon, you expect Kenyans and Ethiopians to fill the top spots. American men rarely crack the top 5. Winning? That almost never happens. Houston is known as one of the fastest marathon courses in America. Elites come here to run fast times. The course is flat. The weather is usually good. Records fall regularly. But American men do not win here. The last one to do it was Shaun Wade in 2003. Talbi just ended a 23-year drought, and he did it by running the 3rd fastest time in American history. This is not some feel-good story about an American sneaking into the top 10. This is an American dominating a world-class field and setting a course record. Talbi trains with the American Distance Project in Colorado Springs. His coach is Scott Simmons. His training partners are other U.S. runners chasing world-class times. They have built something special. Talbi has already said he wants to compete at the 2028 U.S. Olympic Marathon Trials. He wants to make Team USA for the Los Angeles Olympics. And based on what he just did in Houston, he has a very real shot. With a 2 hours, 5 minutes, 45 seconds personal best, Talbi is now in the conversation as one of the top American marathoners heading into the 2028 Olympic cycle. Connor Mance is the American record holder, but Talbi is right there, and he is only 30 years old. This win is bigger than one race. It is about what it represents. For years, American men have been outclassed in the marathon. The gap between the US and East Africa seemed impossible to close, but Talbi just proved it can be done. He came to America with a dream. He worked his way up from NAIA. He became a citizen. He trained with the best, and now he is one of the fastest marathoners in American history. Zouhair Talbi did not just win a marathon, he announced that American distance running is back. The first American to win Houston since 2003, the 3rd fastest American marathoner ever, the new face of American distance running. Remember the name? Zouhair Talbi. Because this is just the beginning.